Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. Give me one moment so we can get all of our ducks in a row. Make sure we're live everywhere. Are we looking good, Kylie?
Yeah.
And here we are over on Instagram, going live. And here we are. Hi, everybody. How are you? I just realized I'm going to take my phone off of Wi-Fi and say hello. How are you? Happy Tuesday. So excited to have you here and looking forward to sharing some of our harvest collection with you. We've been sneak peeking it. I went a little rogue yesterday and posted about it on Facebook. But I'm excited to tell you more about these pieces and why we brought them in for the collection. And some of the items I was looking at today are already limited. Yikes. So excited to tell you a little bit more about everything. Hey, Mary. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for being here. I have had a crazy busy day. I was on QVC all afternoon. Had a great show with Mary DeAngelis at 1 o'clock. And then I hosted my own hour. I guess I do know how to do that over on QVC2 at 4 o'clock. So that was fun. And then I ran home. Prior to my 4 o'clock show, I was smart enough to text home and say to Trevor, hey, there's a whole bunch of ground beef in the fridge. Why don't you cook that up? I have things for soft tacos. Add the seasoning, make some guac. We've got salsa. So I came home and dinner was ready. Smart. That was a good one. And then Kylie had already set up a lot of our things here. So that was one less thing I had to do. And so here we are. Hi, everybody. Like all of a sudden, there's 100 of you out there. Hello, hello. Good to see you. I still have my makeup on from QVC. So if I look a little more made up than normal, it's because I still have false lashes on and makeup. My friend Lori, who's done my makeup for 25 years, I have her do my makeup for me on QVC days because it relaxes me. It's reduces my stress level immensely. And I always feel like I look better when she does my makeup as opposed to when I do my makeup. But I have taught myself how to put on false lashes. Do any of you wear false lashes? Here's what's funny. For all the years I was a host on QVC, I never, ever, 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 ever wore false lashes. I just did multiple coats of mascara. Maybe it's because I was younger. But now I wear false lashes pretty regularly for TV. I don't wear them in real life. They're just, that's too much work for me for real life. But I do like the way I think they make my eyes open up a little bit more on camera. And I taught myself how to put them on. I'm kind of proud of that. So it takes a little time, but with all the various makeup artists that I worked with over the years at QVC, I mean, some of the biggest names, yes, Laura Geller, Mally Roncal, Christopher Buckle, Eve Pearl, Bobby Brown, like all these amazing makeup artists, I learned a lot of their tricks. So I can put on the false lashes a little bit easier, but Lori put them on for me today and everything's good. So how's everybody? Hi. Kylie is in the chat, everybody. So be sure to, Mariana said, I caught you on QVC between my meetings today. Yes, I was there. Kylie's here in the chat. She's sitting right across from me. Hi, Kylie. Hi. So if you have any questions about anything, Kylie is your go-to girl. And we're going to, I know it is rainy. I saw Carol said, hi, happy rainy Tuesday. Kylie informed me that she gets a little obsessed about the weather sometimes, that we are in the red zone. But I looked at the radar and it doesn't look like that's going to hit until like 10:15, 10:30 tonight. Okay. So I think we're good. I think we're good for the Facebook Live in any event. So that's good. But the bummer is tomorrow we are supposed to go to the Eagles training camp. And, we're like right there at the training, like on the sidelines, getting to cheer for your favorite players. And it's supposed to be pouring. And funny enough, I do not have a good raincoat. So Trevor and I did buy rain ponchos when we were at Disney and I brought them home. So I may be sporting a Disney rain poncho on the sidelines at the Philadelphia Eagles training camp tomorrow. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Kylie, Trevor, Doug, myself, and my sister-in-law, we're all going to go down there for a couple of hours and check that out. So that should be a lot of fun. What else? Any questions? I always like to throw out there, like, does anybody have any questions about anything before we get diving into all of the products. And one more thing, for those of you who are empty nesters, if you have any words of wisdom or advice about dropping your last child off to college, how to deal with the emotions of that, I have been having tearful days the last week. Over the weekend, Doug went to play golf. Kylie and Trevor had like a brother-sister kind of day and overnight. So I was here by myself. We're trying to purge. We're going to do some renovations this fall. And I was cleaning out like a lot of Trevor's artwork, just like with Kylie, like I saved everything. And so like there were some things where I was like, oh, so cute. I'll take a picture of it, move on. But there's this one like little cute gingerbread man. He's like freestanding. And I think he made it in kindergarten, maybe first grade. And so, I mean, it's not like it's a painting like these that he's done. It's just cute. And I just had this moment of like picturing him like crumpling up the tissue paper and putting the eyes on and picking the buttons out of all of the buttons that were available and gluing them on. And I totally lost it. I was like to myself out loud in the house. I was like, I can't get rid of the gingerbread man. I'm going to keep it for one more Christmas. So anyway, that's kind of the feels I'm having right now. Every time I give Trevor a hug, he looks at me like, "Are you okay, Mom?" And last night it was really cute. He came upstairs with me and I said, "Listen, I have to get all my stuff ready for my shows tomorrow. Do you want to sit upstairs with me and let's make a list of all the things that we still need to get? Just like what are the first aid things we need? What kinds, deodorant, shampoo, like all those things. Like let's put it on a list so we make sure we have it." And there were a couple of things that I threw out at him where he was like, "Well, Mom, I don't really know if you need that." And of course my comeback is, "Yeah, but this is this. Like I'm using my mother wisdom." And finally he just looked at me and smiled and said, "Okay, Mom, that sounds good." So I think he kind of knows like these are the last days, right? Where you're trying to get him settled. They're just things I want to keep doing to help. I'm probably not going to listen to him if he says, "Mom, I don't really need that. I'm going to get it anyway." So he kind of just acquiesced and said, "Okay, Mom, go ahead and get it." So if you have any words of advice, I see Joyce saying, "It's the hardest thing I've ever done." Oh, I know. But anyway, it'll be great. He'll be great. He's ready. I mean, I think he has moments of, a little unrest, right? It's scary. He's going to be away from home. He's got to manage all of these things by himself. He's still a young brain, right? So, there's still things that he doesn't know what he doesn't know. Isn't that true for all of us? I still know that there's a lot that I don't know, but anyway, that's where I am right now in life. So let me just tell you this before I forget. So next week, we're not going to do a live next week. I'm taking next week to be with my family, to really soak in that last week. We're surprising Trevor and taking him to the Phillies game next Tuesday night. So that's going to take precedence over all of you. Please don't have your feelings hurt. But we're going to do all of that and then just sort of spend those last few days doing things together. It's going to be here before we know it. So Doug keeps saying to me, "Remember, like, 5 months ago, you were laughing at me because I was saying like we only had 174 days left." He's like, "Now there's 9. I know. Kylie's laughing. She knows, right? Like, can you hear him say that, Kylie?
Yeah.
There's 9 days left. Till he goes. What are we going to do? Anyway. All right. So everybody's like, "It's so hard. Glad you're taking off next week." I cried the whole way home. Yeah, please. I definitely think that I need to make sure that I have a couple of boxes of Kleenex in the car. And Cindy said, "But they'll always come home." Jean said, "But you're just a phone call away." Thank goodness for FaceTime. Lots of visits. They come back. I know. And, really, when we think about it, we're going to see him about once a month. So the longest stretch will be between when we drop him off and Parents' Weekend. He's not going to come home for Labor Day because he has baseball tryouts that weekend. Prayers, say prayers. But so that 6 weeks will be hard. But then like after that, it's like, oh, he has a fall break. Oh, it's homecoming. Oh, it's Thanksgiving. Oh, it's Christmas. And then that's a nice long stretch. Oh, it's spring break. Oh, he's home. And 1 year is done from college just like that. Can we just slow it down, right? Why can't it be in the movies where you just want to slow it down just a little bit? Anyway, all right. Well, thank you for letting me let that out and purge that a little bit. I tend to eat my feelings, so I have a cannoli dip set sitting right here that I really would like to sit here and be eating as I'm telling you all of my emotions. I'm sure some of you can relate to that. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. I know that a lot of you are excited about our fall collection, so why don't we get to it? Are you ready? We do have a lot of glow, which is a new for us at Just Jill. Can you believe it? Like, while we've had things that are battery operated, this is my first foray into doing some flameless candle items. And for a while, I was very resistant because I'm such a Luminara girl. And I think they make an excellent product and I love those flames. But what I've come to realize is I just really like glow. And, Luminara can be expensive and it's worth it. But I wanted to try to find some other options of flameless types of candles that could give you some nice illumination and glow in your home and have you feel like that was a good purchase. So I want to start out with 2 items. One that is truly, I think we have maybe a dozen of them left, and I'm going to have to talk to Bernadette to see if we can get any more from this vendor. But you all saw these and you are loving our little petite wax pumpkin. So I want to hold it in my hand so you can see the size of it. It's about 4 inches, 4 inches in diameter. It is made of wax. This is from, one of our very good vendors that we work with. It's not like I started working with somebody new. I just started to explore and be more open to the flameless candles from other brands besides Luminara. And they're a little bit more affordable. And I found like you have really good quality. So this does have a timer, 5-hour timer. It's all made of wax. It's a beautiful orange color. It's super cute. That's why we call it our petite pumpkin. One of them, it'll come in a box. So if you wanted to give it as a little gift to somebody, super cute. You can 2 AA batteries, and you can buy one of them for $31. Or we're doing a special because I felt like I think a lot of people might want 2. And if you buy 2 of them, you get 10% off. So instead of being $31 a candle, they're $27 a candle. So that's kind of a nice little extra. The flicker on them is really pretty. I'm going to turn one off so you can see the shape of the flameless wick here. Almost looks like the shape of a pumpkin seed. That's how I'm going to describe it. And then it's all enclosed, but it has a flicker technology within there so that when it turns on, you can see the pretty glow. And it's sometimes it's a little hard, with not the greatest camera through your computer and everything, but I like to hold this up this way so you can see that there's a flicker. And you do get some glow through the wax too. Kylie, do you think we could turn down the lights just a smidge? Maybe maybe a little bit more. What do you think? Does everybody like these? I mean, so simple, right? I did not reinvent the wheel here, but we saw these. Bernadette and I saw these when we were in Atlanta in January. And I said to Bern, I'm like, it is the cutest little candle and people will love them. And you don't have to have a lot of space and you can put it in a bookcase and it'll look so pretty. So you can just see. Want to take it down even a little more? Let's just see what happens. Ooh, ghost story time. But isn't that pretty? So just, think about it in your kitchen. You have a little cute little touch in your kitchen. Nestle this in your bookcase. I was thinking I could put it in my curio here with my grandmother's china dishes and just to see that pretty glow. And the thing I love about harvest decor like this, yes, I know it's still summer. You still want to put your toes in the sand, etc. Starting to rain. But what I wanted to remind you is that the harvest season is the longest season for decorating. So you're going to start putting these things out end of August into September, and this is still out on your table through Thanksgiving. So you have lots of months to enjoy these pieces. So if you think you would like these candles, again, one is $31. Everything includes your shipping and handling. We'll make sure to put those notes up for you. Everything includes shipping and handling. So $31 for one, or when you buy two, they work out to be like $27.10 each. You get 10% off. So it's a really, really nice opportunity if you'd like them. Okay, so there are your cute wax glowy candles. Now stay there. We're going to keep the lights dim because this next item is such a steal. And I would encourage you to go and do some research on a wax flameless 3-wick candle and see how much they normally cost. All right. Because we were able from this same vendor, oh my gosh, we were able to get a triple-wick. Lynn says, love that pumpkin. Thank you so much. We were able to get, it's real wax, it's ivory wax, glow throughout, which is incredible. Triple-wick, like look and see how expensive these usually are. We were able to do, and I think their normal retail on something like this was almost $60. And then you had to pay shipping on top of it. We're doing it for $44. So we got a great buy on it. I just think this is an item every one of you should have in your home. If you put a wreath in the middle of your table, boom, this is going to go down front. If you wanted to tie a gingham ribbon around the front, boom, now it's harvest time. Use this as the centerpiece with your cute little pumpkin on each side. That's going to be adorable. Wrap your Christmas garland around it. Put a plaid ribbon. Do a Mackenzie Childs look and do a checked ribbon with it if you want to. That's just taking you harvest and Christmas. Then what do you do once the new year rolls around? You just have everything's kind of, streamlined again. And now you've got this incredible, gorgeous triple-wick candle that's turning on and off automatically for you every single night. This also works on a timer. So you've got that 5-hour timer on this. One set of batteries gives you over 400 hours of beautiful candlelight. And again, if you're just doing a few hours a day over the course of many days, like that's amazing. So really, really beautiful. You can see the glow. You can see the flicker. And I'll turn this off. So again, you can see it's that same sort of like pumpkin seed shape, but when you turn it on, you have that beautiful glow. And I love, love, love that it glows through the wax, right? So that's what's going to be so pretty when you turn this on. So think about this one, 6 inches by 6 inches, beautiful piece. Put it on a table, put it on a tray. Oh, did someone say tray? We have some of our trays that are available. It's so funny. I put this in our harvest picture and so many of you were like, oh my gosh, I love those trays. We had these trays, but maybe you weren't ready for them yet. But think of how pretty it would be to do this. Okay, so you've got our set of 2 trays. These are gorgeous. Isn't that, Judy? Like such a good price on this triple wick. So good. And then just take some cute, I don't sell these. You can buy them cheap, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, wherever. Just look how cute. Like, hello, that's all you need to do. What's the matter? Okay. And if you wanted to get one of the cute little pumpkins to go with it, just Jill style. You're home with Jill again. So you've got the tray. We have the trays for you. It's a set of 2. They're fabulous. Then you've got the triple wick candle. Debbie, I love that 3-wick. My mind is swirling with ideas. Worth every penny. This candle is worth every penny. And again, I wouldn't have brought in flameless candles. One, because I've been so loyal to the Luminara brand. I love them. They're beautiful. It was really hard for me to say, okay, let's bring in something else until I found this vendor that we work with, saw their collection 2 years in a row, really looked at it, really watched the glow, learned more about it. And I just think it's awesome. So if you want the pumpkins, I think they might almost be gone. Somebody just said, is the pumpkin still available? I'm not sure.
I sent it.
Oh, you did. Thank you, Kylie. And then if you want the triple wick, and when these are gone, they're gone. That's the most important part. We were able to get a special buy on this, and we brought in what we could, and when they're gone, they're gone. So if I reorder it, I have to reorder it back at their regular price, and then our price is going to have to go up. Which frankly, I think this is still worth $60, but I love that we can do it for you for $44. Okay, so Run, don't walk. Somebody just said, is this a harvest show? Yes, we have a few harvest items, and we have more harvest coming in a couple of weeks. Some of our stuff is just shipping to us, I think, in the next few days or so. So by the time we get those photographed and get them up on the site. So this is like harvest take 1. And then we have more items that are coming harvest take 2. In that assortment, we'll have some wreaths, picks, and garlands. Beautiful. My first ever wreath for all of you. So, again, 3 years in, it had to be special. That's going to be in the next round. A couple other different figurines. We do have some kind of pretty glass pumpkins that we're bringing in. So that'll be in the second round. But as far as like the flameless glow items, this is it. All right. So it's not like you're going to see another one coming up later. Somebody said, I've seen 3-wick candles for more than double this price. I know. So they're gorgeous. They glow. They're beautiful. I'm obsessed. So, and don't you love the tray? Like, how cute is that? And then that goes on your coffee table, or that goes on your kitchen island, or that goes on your cute, little dining room table. Maybe this goes on a console table, that you walk past every single day. This is maybe in your entryway and how you welcome guests. The trays are available. It's a set of 2. And the trays, Kylie wrote down the information for me. The trays are, my horrible eyesight. The trays are going to be, one is 16 inches wide. One of them is 14 inches wide. One is about 10 3/4 in front to back, and one is about 9 1/4 front to back. So you get the set of 2 trays. Here's what they look like. So it's kind of whitewashed with that beaded work, and then they have the cane detail. I'll show you here. This is not a serving tray. It is decorative. All right. Great place to gather your remotes, a great place to do a small little display. Again, if you wanted to put out an appetizer and put the plate inside the tray when it's already sitting down, fine. But again, this is cane backing, right? It's not like it's a solid wood piece underneath here. So I just don't want anything to be too heavy that would do damage there. But I love these trays. I fell in love with them. And if you like this kind of whitewashed look, wait till you see the candlesticks I have for you coming up. All right. Any questions on the triple wick or the pumpkin candle, Kylie Elizabeth? Will the candle wreaths that the Q sold fit around the 3-wick candle? I don't know the answer to that. Sorry, Lynn. This is 6 inches in diameter. So I don't know what the internal diameter of those wreaths are. All right. Different vendor, different retailer. Sorry. All right. So let me put this back here. I'm going to put my little display back together. Just joining. Sorry, I'm late. Everything looks beautiful. Hi, Vanny. Glad you're here. Doesn't matter that you're late. We just love having you here. Okay. So, and again, can you see the glow of that on the wall? It's so good. Just saying, it's really good. Marie said, just bought it. Love, love, love. Thanks, Marie. I'm so glad. All right. So here's our cute little look. Okay. One of the things that a lot of you have asked me for since I launched Just Jill, you wanted candlesticks. We will have some for holiday, but I found some from this particular vendor. Okay. Candles are not included. Let me get all 3 of them for you. I just wanted you to see that they fit a traditional taper candle. I love these sets. So originally, when you all first asked, I feel like it might have been Mariana or Maria Azaro might have asked, would we ever do any candlesticks? And my feeling was, the thing with candlesticks, Kylie, want to bring the lights up just a little bit? The thing with candlesticks is usually when I would see them from a lot of our partners, they were expensive. And then, by the time we add in our costs and everything, I was like, they can just go to Home Goods and find something for less. Well, I love it when we have these partners where we can do special deals. So this is one of our new partners. We're working with Raz Imports. Maybe you've seen their things in specialty stores. They're a great company. They have really diversity and offered some different things that I couldn't get from some of our other vendors. And lo and behold, they had candlesticks. And I fell in love with this set for a couple of reasons. One, I love that you got a set, that it wasn't like just one, because that didn't make sense to me. And 2, I love the wash on these. So it's wood with a whitewash, because if you're going to spend money on a set, by the way, they have like the rubberized feet on the bottom so they won't scratch up your surfaces. Let's get you something that you can use all year round. So clearly this works with harvest. If, again, wrap a ribbon around it, do a orange or a green or a brown colored candlestick. You can use this for holiday, right? Obviously, red and green, so pretty here. Even just classic ivory. You can leave classic ivory out year round if you want to. So here's like what an ivory would look like, okay? Just, really nice, really pretty, very simple. It does have, as you can see on the inside there, a nice deep cup for those tapers. And you're getting all three of these. So with these candlesticks, you get 6.5 inches, 8.5 inches, 10.5 inches. And so you get all three of them. They're really nicely weighted. These are not hollow, like you feel like they're going to tip over easily. They're a beautiful job. Hi, Laura. Love it's 3. Me too. So again, they do have a little bit of that sort of whitewashed look. I just thought, like, if I'm going to do it, let's do it. And I think we have these at a really good price. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's $49 for all three of them. So I thought, and that's your shipping and handling included too. So I felt like great price point. Here's the other thing. Okay, a couple things. If you picked up that pumpkin candle, how stinking cute is that? Okay, so you could do like a little cute display. Just do 2 of them. Use those on your mantle if you want to. So think about that. What are other things that you might have? Little figurines or other pieces that you might have that might work well with these. I know they're not the fanciest, but there was just something about them where when I looked at them, I felt them, I saw them, I was like, we got to do it. Like this is what we've been waiting for. And you'll see that this kind of look is going to match, obviously, with our rustic pumpkin we have coming up, our rustic bird. I was saying, like, even if you went and found a cute pick, or get these now while we have them, and then know that I have some picks that are coming. And then, you could always just like take a little ribbon, wrap this around the front, put your candle in there. And just like that, now you have a pretty harvest touch for your table. Like, that's how easy it can be to transform these basics. They have to be a great item by themselves plain. It's kind of what I've always said with things that light up. Of course they look pretty when they light up, but if they don't look good when they're turned off, I don't know if I'm going to spend my money on it. It has to look good both ways. So these look amazing by themselves, but you can embellish them. Marie said on the candlesticks, it's white with a light gray. Yeah, I mean, it's a whitewashed wood. So Kylie, do you think they're overly gray? I don't. I think it's a wood tone with a whitewash over it. I'll hold it up close so you can see it. Not overly gray, but I like for you to see, like, the detail. I love how there's a little bit more of the white in those spirals. So all three of them, 6.5, 8.5, 10.5 inches. You get all three of them. They're nicely weighted. You'll use them forever. And again, great with flameless candle tapers. Great with your regular tapers, great with, put the pumpkin on top. I don't know why I love that so much. I just do. Just think it is so cute. So a nice way for you to use them in your home. Okay. What do we think about those? Good? I love them. They're good. All right. Let's talk about our birds coming up next. Okay. So you know how we are about birds here, just Jill. We love birds. So I saw these birds and I was like, we have to do them. And there was just something about these wood elements to tie into your olive greens, your oranges, your golds, your burgundies. Again, you don't need a lot of items. Add a refreshing color with a runner. Maybe add the big pillar candle and then put the birds along with them. These birds are big. 9 inches and 8.5 inches long. They are about 6 inches tall, and they're chubby. Did you ever see the movie Despicable Me, when the one little girl loves her unicorn? It's so fluffy, I could die. Well, I sort of feel like they're so chubby, I could die. They're so cute. So again, kind of a wooden color, whitewashed across the surface, nice flat bottom, so they'll sit nicely. Base, I should say. I don't want to offend you by saying that you have a flat bottom. Cute little birdie face. Love the texture of the feathers. And they're just slightly different, but also love that they can face each other, so you can kind of angle them if you'd like to. I like them grouped together, but if you want to, put them in separate spaces, one up on your mantle, one on your coffee table, that works too. Again, I think this is one of those items where year-round decor, you put it out with your harvest things. Like if you have something with all of the sunflowers and things, looks great. But then when you're putting out your Christmas wreath with your greenery, like the white frosted greenery, the birds will work just beautifully there. Then when all of that's cleared away, you still have these birds that are sitting out. And then in summertime, if you use some brighter colors, you keep them out then too. Thanks, Terry. They are so cute. I love the scale of them because we've done some smaller, many of you have them, some of our smaller bird statues, but I just love the size of these. I love that you got both of them. They're slightly different. I like that they're facing each other and you can, kind of make them work however you want them in the way you position them, but really nice size, really nice scale. They're made of resin. They look like wood. They have a nice weight to them. Again, the base is flat, so they'll sit on top of your table or your tray, whatever you're going to set them on. They'll sit there. They won't wobble around. They'll look great. So there is our cute little brand new birds. Glad you like them. I like them too. All right. Let's talk about this pumpkin set. Oh my goodness, this pumpkin set. All right. So you're going to get 2 massive pumpkins. It's a set of 2. So one of them, again, I'm using my cheat sheets that Kylie made for me. This one is 11.5 inches tall. This big guy is 15 inches tall. They're made of resin, designed to look like they're carved from wood. That, by the way, is the same kind of technique that our friend Jim Shore uses, right? He casts his pieces from resin. And then they've applied these metal tendrils and leaves. And I love the rustic look of the stem. They're a little imperfect. Again, I think by now you all know I sort of love that. For something different, I would not do a monochromatic look with these, although in a farmhouse, house with a farmhouse decor scheme where you're doing a lot of whites and blacks, then maybe you can keep this. Maybe you do it with gray. But I have to tell you, I love the way it looks when you mix this in with some brighter colors. So, and also think olive green, think burgundy, think pine cones and the colors of wood that you see in a pine cone, right? The browns, I should say, the golds. Donna said, oh, I need these pumpkins. They're heavy. All right. So these are going to come in a big box. Our good friend Megan's here. She said, rustic but versatile. Love them. Hi, Meg. So they're beautiful. And again, you can use them together. Some of the images that we took for you and have been putting up on the site, we put them together. But if you have a space where you need a pumpkin here and a pumpkin there, no reason why you can't use these. I'm going to put this one. Actually, I'm going to do the smaller one because they're heavy. Maybe I should be lifting them and work in this area, right? Look here. So I want you to see, again, it has these cool, kind of cuts or slices on them as if it was made out of a block of wood. So some of you do not like this look at all. I understand. Vanny said sold. And if it's not you, that's okay. We have other things that are coming. But for those of you who do love this more rustic wood look, which I also love in a coastal home, or if you've done a lot of navies and whites, because sometimes the oranges and greens of harvest just don't work with your decor, right? That's how I feel when we're down at our place at the beach. I've done everything in that house in tans and navies and whites. And so orange and green, it's a little out of place, but something like this works. And I just want you to see the detail on the leaves. I mean, I just think everything about this was executed so well. So both of these, It's the set of two, $79. Remember, one is 15 inches tall. The other is 11 and a half inches tall. The 15 inches high, 11 inches high. The larger one is almost 10 inches in diameter. This one is over 7.5 inches in diameter. And so it's just an absolutely fabulous, fun, pumpkin rustic look. So we didn't bring in a lot of them, but I just wanted to bring in some because it was just one of those items I fell in love with. I just really liked them. I couldn't stop thinking about them. And I kept saying to Byrne, let's just give it a try. Like, I think there's an audience out there who like this kind of look. Mary said, I love the leaves on them. I do too. So you get both of them. Again, they're heavy, so be prepared for that. This one, obviously, it's a little bit smaller. It's easier to handle. This one's heavy. Like, I think you'll be impressed by the weight of this. You're not going to get it home and be like, it's styrofoam. It's not. This is resin. It's solid in terms of the feel of it. And very nicely executed. There you can see the tendrils and the leaves on that one. Okay, so there's that. All right, put my display back. Okay, another item I have for you. How's everybody doing? Good? Pumpkins and candlesticks ordered. Yay me. Oh, good, Donna. Thank you so much. Can't wait to hear what you think of those items. All right. Oh my gosh, there's so many more things. All right. Can we talk about one quick thing? Cannoli dips coming. But with all of these pumpkin items, don't you kind of want your home to smell like pumpkin spice too? So I just wanted to remind you that we have our set of 3 candles in what we call our harvest tins from our friend Candle Maker Ed. So there is a bakery collection. The bakery collection is going to give you your strudel, which is just like a buttery pastry, frosted sugar cookie. So good if you like vanilla, slightly sweet. And I think the last one was, that's strudel. I like the strudel a lot. And then is this the, I can't remember what the last one is. Oh, lemon pound cake. Oh, the lemon pound cake. So lemon pound cake, strudel, and frosted sugar cookie. I love that trio. I would burn the lemon pound cake now. It kind of cleans your home's palette, right? Then going into fall, if you love the bakery notes, I would do strudel, and then strudel could morph into frosted sugar cookie and you're good to go. Strudel and sugar cookie are very nice together. Frosted sugar cookie and lemon pound cake are actually very nice together too. And then if you're wanting more traditional fall scents, we have our apple strudel, we have cinnamon vanilla, and then we have our pumpkin spice. So our pumpkin spice candle, and I ask this every time. Hi, Denise. Hi, Karen. Hi, everybody. If you have tried our pumpkin spice candle, will you please give your honest thoughts on our pumpkin spice candle and our candles overall in the chat? Because I know it's really hard to think about buying a candle, which is all about fragrance through this kind of interaction. But I will put our pumpkin spice candle up against any brand out there, from the least expensive to the most expensive, the most famous, the lesser knowns. It is absolutely the best pumpkin spice candle ever. It will fill your home with such fragrance. And you have the pumpkin, you have the cinnamon and the nutmeg and the spice in there. There's a little bit of a wood note in there. There's a little bit of vanilla sweetness. But most of all, it's just the warmth of the season that you want when you think about pumpkins and apple spices and all of those things. Our candles, even in these tins, are all 100% soy wax. So it's a slower burn. It's a cleaner burn. You're not going to have the soot that you do have from paraffin-based candles. 100% cotton wicks. Lauren said best on the market. Thank you so much. I'm so proud of our candles. Made in the USA, made in Southern California by our good friend Ed. We call him Candle Maker Ed. Ed is a friend of mine that I've known for many, many years. And we're so lucky that, you know, this sort of hobby of his has turned into such a following from all of you. Lisa said there's such a depth of fragrance and they burn beautifully. Thanks, Lisa. One tip, okay, with these, especially with these tins, the first time you burn the candle, please make sure you get a really nice melt across the entire surface of the candle. If you blow it out before that happens, then every time from there on out that you light the candle, it's only going to burn as far as that first burn. A lot of people don't know that. And so when people complain about candle tunneling, sometimes it's user error. So make sure the first time you burn our candles, you have a couple of hours to enjoy it. Let it really get a nice liquid melt across. That's also what's going to throw the fragrance. We use natural essential oils. And again, it's just this experience of the pumpkin spice that just can't be beat. I mean, I would burn this in my house all year round. Besides our home fragrance, it's my favorite. I love it. And then the apple strudel gives you those apple notes with a little bit of the bakery, and then the cinnamon vanilla. We tried to create a trio that you could burn together. So cinnamon vanilla and the pumpkin are great together. Cinnamon vanilla and the apple strudel are great together. Apple and pumpkin work together. And they're great gifts. Like, it's just a nice little size that if you wanted to wrap it up in a little thing of tissue and give it as a gift, it's nice there too. Karen said, only candles I burn, only ones that don't bother my allergies. Best pumpkin spice ever. Never ordered a scent I didn't like. Thank you, Karen. Oh, I'm so glad. Thanks, everybody. We're working on some other things with Ed for the holiday season as well. So with all these cute candle items, from our rustic pumpkins to our cute little candle lights to, even just having, that triple-wick candle, you want the glow, but sometimes you want the fragrance too, right? So cinnamon vanilla, frosted sugar cookie, that kind of gives off the vanilla vibe. Apple strudel or strudel, that'll work. Pumpkin spice or lemon pound cake. Like, there's not a bad one in this bunch. So if you wanted to, I wouldn't think you were crazy if you bought one of each set, because you'll just be glad to be able to pull them out. And, it's a pretty little tin. It's unassuming. It's perfect on your kitchen counter. It's perfect to put in a powder room. Just always make sure that you extinguish your candles before you go to bed at night. All right. So those are the candles. All right. Another new item for you. I still have a couple new things to show you, everybody. How are we doing on time? Oh my gosh. And there's cannoli to be had. All right. Also brand new. I'm going to unplug it first to show you. First time we're ever doing, you all love our night lights. First time we're ever doing a pumpkin night light. Isn't it the cutest? So that's what it's going to look like by day. It like glistens. Look how it sparkles. Love the glittery stem. Look at the pretty leaves. They almost look like they're blown glass. All right. And then let's plug it in. Turn down the lights. And there's your cute little pumpkin night light. Isn't it cute? Again, I love the size here so that it really covers up your outlet. Again, this isn't a jack-o'-lantern. It's a pretty pumpkin in your kitchen, in your hallway, in your bathroom, child's room, whatever it might be. If you love to add all things fall, we had to do a pumpkin night light. And I think it is just so stinking cute. Isn't it pretty? Like, even when the lights aren't super bright in here, look how pretty that glistens. Kylie said, the night light's my favorite harvest item so far. Can we turn this light off, Kylie, too? Like, let's turn the overhead off just so you can see. I forgot that was on, actually. But look. So isn't it cute? All right, and this is a good way I can show you, too. Look at the glow on the orange on the inside of the pumpkin. Look at the glow on the inside of the wax on the triple wick. Great, right? So good. All right, let's keep the lights down for 1 second. Get the nightlight, everybody. It's $29. Super adorable, cute little housewarming gift. Easy way to add that touch to your home for the harvest season. Real quickly, you all are going crazy for our Lumi lights. So I want you to be able to see. I'm going to turn off this. Let's see if this helps. Hi, Lana. Hello, watching the cute nightlight. Okay, so here's our cute little kitty cat. We have our Lumi light, which is a cute little doggy. So cute in the way they glow. These are made of porcelain. You get the porcelain dome. You get the, where is it, Kylie? Here it is. you'll get one of our little LED lights, and you'll get the base. You can use other tea lights, battery operated, or a real flame underneath it if you want to. Right now, buy more than one, you get 10% off your order. We've added, I think we started with our Lumi domes and we had maybe like 4 or 5 patterns. Now under each, like birds, holiday, animals, I think we have 24 designs. So go see, like there's a horse, there's a bunny, there's cat, there's dog, there's birds, there's cardinals, there's poinsettia that says Merry Christmas. There's so many different ones. There's sunflowers, which I kind of like for harvest. So check those out when you have a second. Jean said, I love this lamp. I want the dog one. I know they're so cute. They're so, so cute. And then we also have the Lumi base. So when you use the little LED light that comes with it, that uses the disc batteries, and there's a remote control to control that. I highly recommend buying one of your Lumi Dome sets and then the Lumi base. The Lumi base is battery operated and it has a timer, and it's a little bit brighter, so you see the highs and lows, I think, of the artwork even better. All right, Kylie, let's turn the lights back up if we can. And there was something, oh, you know what I wanted to do? Also wanted to remind you, this is our cute all cast iron floral trinket dish in the bronze. It's the only one that we have left, but it's perfect for fall. And just another idea I wanted to show you, like how cute would that be? So I think, when you look at design, when you see pretty pictures, when everything looks so Instagram perfect, right? If you really look at how a lot of these designers and even talented content creators design a space, there's layers. So it's not just the pumpkin on a table, but it's something on the table and then the pumpkin's on top of that. Or maybe it's the tray that we showed you earlier and then the pretty dish and then the pumpkin on top of it. So this is a great trinket dish. It's very heavy. People have loved the designs on this. Beautiful texture, as you can see. And I think that this oil rub bronze is perfect for harvest. Keep it for your jewelry, by your bedside table. Use it as a place to drop your keys, extra change, things like that. When you come in, maybe on that console table or wherever you sort of drop all your stuff when you come in. It's just a pretty accent piece, but I think it's something that would be very pretty with your fall decor. Again, look how nice it looks next to your oranges. And your reds and your sunflowers, but then also could be very pretty even with holiday things too. So check out our pretty trinket dish. We don't have a lot of those left, but I just wanted you to know it was available. All right. Should we do cannolis? Have I talked about everything else? Candlesticks, hurricane. Oh, the hurricane set. Oh my gosh. Hurricane set. Totally forgot about the hurricane set. How could I forget about the hurricane set? All right. Cannolis, 2 minutes away, I promise. So earlier this year, we debuted our square-shaped hurricane set, and you all loved it. And we reordered it a couple of times, and it completely sold out, and now it's been discontinued. And when I went back to our partner for these, they said, well, we do the round ones. Do you want to take a look at those? And I was like, yes, because the whole reason I fell in love with these glass hurricanes was because I have 2 large ones that I've had for decades. I mean, they date back to when I had my first townhouse. That was before I met Doug. So we're going back 25, almost, 28 years. I've always had them. I love them. I love them because I can keep a steady flameless candle in them, and they look great just as they are. Pretty glass with a flameless candle. But the beauty of them for me is you have the ability on the bottom, underneath the little base, to change the decor with the seasons. So again, just like we were talking about with the candlesticks, just like we were talking about with that triple-wick candle, just a few tweaks changes it from season after season after season. And that's when you're like, oh my gosh, this is like one of the best things I ever bought for my house. That's how I feel about my large versions of these. I was thrilled that we could do a set of 3. They're graduated in size. Flameless candles not included. You can buy these on Amazon. We're trying to get some in for us, but that hasn't happened yet. So maybe next year. So you can, buy them wherever, but you get all three of them. The sizes on these is going to be 7 inches, 5 3/4, and 4 1/4. And they're all 5 inches in diameter. Okay. So again, that's 7 inches for the tallest. Then the next size is 5 3/4, and then 4 1/4. They all have this takeout little piece here. That's what you put your candle on. All right. But that removes in all of them. And that's when you can put fun things down below. So for harvest, I just ordered these from Amazon. These like mini little pumpkins. Put them at the base. Put my lid back on. Oops. Make sure they're laying the right way. Go. And now 2 of my hurricanes have the cute little pumpkins in them. What about candy corn? That would be cute. What about the foil wrapped Hershey's Kisses in different colors, or the foil wrapped Reese's peanut butter cups? And then you have a little secret stash when you're watching a movie. And the different colors would be cute. You could do, in this case, I took some leaves and some cute little acorns and the little pumpkin and filled it up. And so now you have this little trio. If you want to position them together, maybe 2 on one side of your mantle, 1 on the other. But this is harvest. Then you get to holiday season, and what do you put in here? You could put fake snow and some little figurines. You could put fairy lights. You could put pretty colorful ornaments. I love doing that, buying the little mini shatterproof ornaments and filling them up in reds and greens and golds. So that's going to take you through the holidays. Then we're into the winter season. You change it up, and maybe you just do some red berries and some branches and stems. Then it's Valentine's Day, so put in some cute hearts. Then it's St. Patrick's Day, put in some shamrocks. If you're not into St. Patrick's Day, March is when spring's starting to sprung. So put some different flowers there on the inside. For Easter, do some Easter candy and jelly beans. Do things that are red, white, and blue for summertime, or do sand and seashells. Do you get it? Like, you're making one purchase here, but I'm giving you months and months and months of possibilities for decor. And they're just absolutely fun to play with. They're always different. During the holiday season, I also wrap a red ribbon around the front of mine. So I do the baby little ornaments, and then I have a pretty sheer ribbon around the front. If you want to do a slightly taller battery operated candle, you can do that. Mary says I have a huge one and fill it with seashells. They're awesome. So again, you get all 3 of these. Shipping and handling is included. They're $89 for the set of 3. Again, it's not for 1. You get 3 of them. And I love that, because I think decorating in 3s is also, on a coffee table, on a tray, on your kitchen island is a great way to go. So have fun coming up with your ideas. I hope you'll post some of your ideas on Facebook or Instagram, wherever you're watching from, and always make sure you use like the hashtag like Just Jill Bauer or Just Jill Shop, because that's how we can see the way that you're using our items in your home. All right. And now for the grand finale, who's ready for dessert? So a couple of weeks ago, we debuted our charcuterie collection from my friend Sergio Bucciarelli. And a lot of you have already, given that the board, the food, everything, 5-star reviews. You're loving it. If you haven't checked out that Sergio charcuterie board, it's unbelievable, because I think on Sergio's site, he sells it for like, I don't know, $99 or maybe even more than that. Ours is $59. It's a big board. It's made of bamboo. It comes with a second round server that's divided. You get 2 little ramekins. You get the cheese knives. You get the cheese markers, the slate markers. It's beautiful. It's a great gift, great wedding gift. We sell one with the food that goes with it, salamis and cheeses and olives and crackers. We do just the board or just the food by itself, so you can decide. All that's to say, Serge came back to me and his lovely wife, Tiffany, and they said, hey, what do you think about cannolis? I was like, did you know that cannolis are like one of my most favorite thing ever? If I go to a restaurant and one of the dessert options is a cannoli, I'm all over it. We're very lucky here in the Philadelphia area, you know, that we're not that far from some amazing Italian bakeries. The ones, you know, they dip the part of the shell, homemade shell in chocolate, and they pipe it in there. It's so good. Well, Sergio said, Jill, like we have this cannoli dip kit. I'm like, what is a cannoli dip kit? He's like, it's cannoli chip and dip. Cannoli chip and dip. Okay, I'm in. But again, leave it to Sergio to take this to the next level. So while you can always do, if you've never had a cannoli cream before, it's made from ricotta cheese. There's sugar, vanilla, you whip it all together. It's creamy and smooth, unbelievable. And then the cannoli shell, right, has to have some crunch. It's lightly sweet because it just has a dusting of powdered sugar. So Sergio has put together this cannoli chip and dip kit. We have the best price on this anywhere. It's $59. That includes your shipping and handling. It ships second day with all the ice. It's about 6 to 8 servings. It's kind of one of those things that, you know, like you have people over for dinner, you want to do something light for dessert, you put out your cannoli chip and dip. So you're going to get the authentic Sergio cannoli chips, all right? And again, these have the crunch that you want. It's lightly dusted with powdered sugar, so there's just a little bit of sweetness. Then you're going to get 3 5-ounce containers of cannoli cream. So almost a pound of cannoli cream in 3 flavors. Lynn said, I got the charcuterie board. It's a must-have and a great gift, very high quality. Thank you. So what are you going to get here? You are going to get a strawberry cannoli cream. And again, the ingredients, you know them: whole milk ricotta cheese, strawberries, sugar, cornstarch, vanilla, a little salt. So like total pure, you can see the real seeds from the real strawberries. You're going to get a blueberry cannoli cream. Look, you can see the blueberry seeds in there. And again, whole milk ricotta cheese, blueberry, sugar, cornstarch, vanilla, and salt. And then finally, you're going to get a limoncello cannoli cream, which has your whole milk ricotta, lemon, sugar, cornstarch, vanilla, salt, and it does have a little bit of vodka in it. I just want everybody to know that. If you've ever had a limoncello shot or martini, you know what that tastes like. This tastes more lemon than anything, but I just think it's important for those of you who do not drink or don't want to serve anything that has alcohol in it, that it does have a splash of vodka in it to keep that true, authentic limoncello experience. When you get these at home, you can put these in the freezer. They'll stay in the freezer for up to 9 months. You want to defrost these in the refrigerator for a day or so. And then when you thaw it out, once it's been thawed out, 5 days to use it. You also want to make sure that you stir it up. You know what, Kylie? I thought I brought a spoon out here with me. Can you go just grab me a spoon real quick? Because I want to show you. So again, you're going to get the limoncello, the blueberry, and the strawberry. It's 6 to 8 servings. And, figure everybody's going to do a couple of dips with a couple of chips. It's light. It's easy. I think it's really important once it's thawed out that you take your spoon and you get in there and you give it a good stir and get it like all so that it's all creamy together. Can you see that? This is the limoncello. Let me do the blueberry. The strawberry tastes like strawberry. The limoncello tastes like limoncello. The blueberry has just that subtle hint of blueberry. No artificial flavorings. It's not artificial strawberry. It's not artificial blueberry. It's the real fruit. I just had a flashback to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Remember when he's like, the raspberries taste like raspberry. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Remember that? Did I just date myself with that? Probably. All right. This is my family, so don't give me a hard time for getting the spoon and stirring. But I just want you to see, so it's this wonderful cannoli cream. Again, you're going to get 5 ounces of each flavor. Put these in a pretty container if you want to. Right, Carol? They are dangerous. And then the cannoli chips, if you don't eat all of them, they'll stay for up to a year, but you want to make sure that you put the seal back on the container because moisture will make these soft. And they've got a nice crunch to them. They break apart. You dip them in, and now you've got this delicious blueberry. I love cannoli cream so much. Not an Italian bone in my body, but so good. The crunch, the chip makes it. I got to tell you, the chip makes it firm, nice kind of tenderness, sweetness. They're awesome. And I just love the idea of this because I love the idea of this because it's something different. You know, I've seen the cannoli dips out there with the chocolate chips in them and the whatever, the cream cheese. I love that. I'm all over that at parties. But this is like the real deal, right? This is like the real cannoli cream with strawberry, blueberry, and the limoncello. So, and then again, those amazing chips. So 6 to 8 servings, $59, ships second day air. Most likely, you know, we'll be shipping these Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays so that you'll have them by the weekend. But I just thought we have the best price anywhere, and it's something different. And I think something kind of fun to have as you're wrapping up your summer entertaining. For one, you don't have to cook anything. You can just put it out and enjoy it. 2, even for those of you that live alone or you're soon to be empty nesters like me, you know, you don't have to open all the cannoli creams at the same time. It's like, let's take a few of the chips and let's try the limoncello tonight. Then a few weeks later, let's bring out the strawberry tonight and let's try that. So you can have fun with that. I also think it's just one of those things, if you're been invited to somebody's house, you know, people bring cookies, people bring cheesecake, people bring a pie. Who brings a cannoli chip and dip, especially with these unique flavors? So I hope that if you give it a try, you really enjoy it, because I can tell you it's awesome. All right. Love that great crunch. That's a true cannoli. You're right, Lynn. You're so right. Okay. I think that's it. And we're right at about 9 o'clock, which is really good for me. Any questions before I go? We talked about a lot tonight. I'm happy to investigate things, talk about things, show you things. What can I help you with? I would love to know. And what are we missing? Like, are we hitting the mark with the things that we're bringing in? Are you still excited to shop with us here? Are we still finding things that are interesting and different for you? What can we do better? Those are the things that I would love to know. So if you have a second and could leave a couple of comments, that would be awesome. So let me know here. A few people are signing off already. Good night, Kim. Thanks for being here. Can you buy extra chips? Lynn wanted to know. We're not offering that right now, Lynn, but I'll talk to Sergio and maybe we can in the future. You get about 40 chips in this container. So again, if you did these chips in all 3 dips, you're serving about 6 to 8 people at a time. If you decide to divide it up, you could, serve 2-3 times with a different cannoli cream every time if you wanted to. Miss the small pumpkins. Hope you get more in. Well, thanks for letting me know. We're working on it, Phyllis. So we'll see what we can do. I'm sure as soon as we wrap up here, Bernadette will be texting me and we'll see if we can't place an order for those tonight if they still have them available. I have had a long day, but it's all good. I get to spend it with all of you. This is like my favorite thing to do. This is the best part of my day, is interacting with all of you. Let's see. Have a great week. Thank you, Sarah. Lisa said, I find your selection of items to be fun, beautiful, and interesting. Thank you. Great show. Love shopping with you. Get better all the time. Oh, stop. Thank you, Lynn. You're like our biggest cheerleader. Thank you so much. Well, good. I mean, I'm if there's anything else that you would like, I see Cynthia, you'd like to see a plain cannoli cream. I'll talk to Sergio about it. I mean, I think his feeling was you can find that anywhere. So doing these unique flavor profiles was something a little bit different just to set him apart. But I hear what you're saying and we'll see what we can do. Amy said, I have a few things on my wish list. Awesome. So listen, go find those items. As you can see, things do sell out. And this was our first year of really doing a full harvest collection. So you know me, I like to crawl before I get anywhere near to walking. So we didn't bring in a ton. So if there are things that you like, make sure you get them. We'll have more harvest, a completely different assortment of things coming. And as soon as we sign off, I'll see if we can't get more of the little pumpkins. I'm so glad that you like them. I knew they would be a winner. They're so good. And make sure you get that Triple-wick too. You will not be disappointed by that. That will be the best $44 on a flameless candle you've ever had. You will love it. All right. With that, I'm going to sign off, everybody. Have a great rest of your evening. Have a great week. I'm sure I'll be checking in over the course of the next week or so, and then set a reminder that we'll be back on August 20th with, is that right? Yeah, August 20th with our next Facebook Live. If you weren't here at the beginning, I'm going to take next week off. Next week is my last week before my son goes to college. We have some fun things planned, and I'm just going to sort of dive into family time. I'm lucky to have that luxury. It's a privilege. So thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. Thanks for your support today on QVC, and thanks for always supporting Just Jill. You're the best. All right. Have a good night, everybody. See you later.